This is Sky Sports 1.
Going live.
3,
Stand by.
2,
Activate.
1.
All systems go.
We're live.
Newcastle United are on a roll. They've already know what it's like to come to Merseyside and win big. A huge win then in the FA Cup, and Newcastle United are starting to recover. But league form is certainly making Liverpool's title challenge more inconsistent. But they do have moments of brilliance, one foot in the door at Wembley. For both these sides, it is the rematch of one of the greatest games the Premiership has ever seen. We're at Anfield tonight, Liverpool versus Newcastle United. The entire match live here. Well, good evening, welcome here to Forward Football Special. It's a real wonderful atmosphere we've got at Anfield and everyone's expecting. Last 2 years we've seen two of the best games of the season potentially here. Surely lightning can't strike for a third time. We think it might, so we're going to ask you to sit down and get ready for this. Well, Trevor Gray is alongside me today and we're going to get all his views and we'll get all his thoughts ahead of the big kickoff, which is not far away. But first and foremost, time for us to have a little look at yesterday's goals that had taken place. And we'll start with the challenge for the top of the league. And the biggest shocker, of course, was Coventry City's brilliant 3-2 win over Manchester United. Dion Dublin scoring against his old side, put through brilliantly by Darren Huckabee to give Coventry City the lead in a quite astonishing way. In terms of Manchester United, Andy Cole continues his great form. He muscled Richard Shaw off the ball. And what about that curling effort right along the back? No chance Hedman to get hold of that and finish that. And then look at this goal from United. Route 1. Thing of beauty, really. Sheringham's flick on. Cole's control. Look at this touch from Giggs. And the finish was just delightful. And everyone thought at this point another away win for Manchester United. But their away form has been a little bit inconsistent. Coventry put the pressure on. And Nicky Butt here with the mistake. Huckabee picks it through. He plays in Dublin. Lovely goal. So 2 apiece. And suddenly you're wondering, is there to be a winning goal? Well, I'll tell you what, there wasn't. There was. It was a fantastic winning goal. Lovely passing move this by Coventry. Look at this pass by McAllister into Huckabee. Strong, brave, Dublin, and Paul Telfer out of nowhere. Thought, why not? Unbelievable goal. Manchester United, the champions, beaten Coventry City with a famous win. Gordon Strachan getting one over his old master. But Chelsea couldn't take advantage of it. They were beaten 1-0 away to the Dell. Matt Le Tissier got the goal. Chelsea starting to look a little bit tired, particularly after what they've been through in Coca-Cola Cup semi-finals, and they've also got league commitments. Arsenal, well, they had the big derby, North London derby. Jurgen Klinsmann upset the apple cart and put Spurs ahead. But there was to be an equaliser for Arsenal. Brilliantly worked. Wonderful pass this is coming up from Dennis Bergkamp. A tap in for right. Spectacular goal, but no winner there. So Arsenal the only people to gain slightly, but top of the Premiership has all been held back. So Blackburn had a chance to close the gap, but they played a very spirited Crystal Palace, who have travelled well this season. And the opening goal was scored. Now look at this. Kenner there with a brilliant hit that was able to bring Blackburn Rovers level. But that wasn't all for Crystal Palace, that continued to move the ball forward. Neil Shipperley through here. Delightful finish past Flowers. And suddenly it was all down to Rovers again to recover. But they did. And it was good play again. I'm going to give you a fiver if you can guess the goal scorer for him. Yep, it was Chris Sutton. So important he has been for Rovers at the moment in strikes. So the top of the table's all opened up really. And with the top of the table opened up, one of the things that's very apparent is how important tonight's game is. Liverpool win, well, they could find themselves just literally a point off of third place, which is Chelsea, and then find themselves 3 points off of the top of the FA Carling Premiership. Newcastle United, a win here today, and they could get right back in the hunt and could find themselves up as high as 6th. With all the stakes in here tonight, Trevor, you have to say a draw probably is what neither side wants. No, and I think that's why we could have a really good game tonight, because I think all these sides are going to go for it. I really feel the pressure here is what's going to drive them into performing, and I think that'll be really interesting to see how everyone reacts and how they perform here tonight. But it's the pressure is what's going to drive everything, so it could be an absolutely brilliant game. Well, when we come back after the break, we've got more of yesterday's goals ahead of the big kickoff of this special full football special, and we got some cracking goals to bring you. Welcome back to Forward Football Special. It's Liverpool hosting Newcastle United tonight at Anfield. We're exclusively live for this one. It really is a fascinating game. There's so much on the line for both sides as they wish to get back into the title hunt, as we very much are on the home leg stretch of the championship season. But first we'll go back to more of yesterday's games that took place, and we'll focus on some of the teams looking to stay in the FA Carling Premiership. And first and foremost, an excellent result for your old side there, Everton, winning here, but it wasn't without this brilliant Alan Thompson strike from Bolton Wanderers that put them in the leads. But Everton found a little something they've lacked a bit this season, a bit of guile and moments, particularly this there from Duncan Ferguson. I should say, I think it's a really good bit of football there from Big Duncan to turn like that. He's finding his form over the last few weeks. Very apparent. So now this mistake by Gerrard allowed Blake to play in Holsworth, and suddenly then Everton had hit the old self-destruct button, which they've been guilty of a few times this season. But then Everton did fight back, passed there by Speed. Look at this finish by Barmby, kept himself onside. Starting to see more of that Nicky Barmby that got him in the England squads. Very much so. And look at this, Big Dave Watson winning the ball. Barmby again. Look at this pass through. The touch and the finish is just fantastic by Duncan Ferguson. Flies in. Everton, huge win for them. They've I can't remember the last time they won the Premiership. It's definitely last year. Barnsley continued their good form. They're beaten Derby County. Goal itself was scored by Jonan Fiatov. Here it is. There's the touch. Brave. In the end, nothing Holt could do in the Derby goal. It's a great finish. Barnsley with a rare home win. It does ruin Everton. So it was all on Wednesday, who have got to make sure they can keep winning, but it wasn't the case here. Heskey back from injury, played in Cottee. Just a sublime finish. If anyone knows how to finish, it is Cottee. But Wednesday were able to force a draw. A mistake is Steve Nicol providing it, and Andy Booth with the easiest finish he'll have all season. 1-1 for there. Wednesday know that keeps them in line, and leads in Aston Villa. Well, this is a great goal by Julian Joachim, as Aston Villa look to try and recover after what they've been a poor season under Brian Little so far. But Leeds United showing their strength to equalise, and who got it? Who else? Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. What a wonderful scoring form he has been in this season. West Ham United with a very rare away win. Wasn't to be the case where Jason Newell brilliantly headed in the cross there to give Wimbledon the leads. And then this reckless challenge from Vinnie Jones was enough for David Ellery to send him off. Wimbledon went down to 10 men, and West Ham United got themselves back into it. This Julian Dix free kick is headed in to equalise by Paul Kitson, but it wasn't to be the final act of the match. The skipper himself, Julian Dix's brilliant free kick, was able to give West Ham United a very rare away win. So in terms of where the Carling Premiership is set tonight, Liverpool and Newcastle United, if they are going to remain challengers here for this championship, really one has to win this game. For Liverpool, it would be a huge win for them. It would bring them just 3 points off the top of the Premiership. But you've been critical a little bit of their inconsistencies. Yeah, I have. I think one of the things that are a bit frustrating if you're a Liverpool fan at the moment, potentially, is some of the results, you know, going out as they did to Coventry in the Cup. It's just frustrating the way they play at the moment, and you really want sort of to get the absolute best of them, but sometimes that isn't the case. Well, after the break, you can wait no longer. We will have the kickoff. It's Liverpool Newcastle United. It's coming up after this. Fourth football special tonight, Liverpool versus Newcastle United at Anfield. Huge game. All these sides getting ready for this. The players in the tunnel. There's Paul Ince, Rob Lee, two respected captains leading them out. Time for us to join your match commentators for this one. It's over to Trevor Tyler for this one. Well, who wants to win the FA Carling Premiership? Is it Liverpool? Is it Newcastle United? Form seems to have evaporated from both sides. If they can find it, they may be able to mount a challenge, but they can feel it drifting away. The last two seasons, this has been the game to watch in the Premiership, as these two sides battle it out for the chance to reclaim the championship. This afternoon, it seems to be staying in it is the matter. Liverpool have Patrick Berger joining Robbie Fowler, Bjornaby and Rob Jones in the width, of McManaman midfield and Ince in the middle. They also have Kramer back in central defence. Newcastle United line up with Thomason and John Barnes at front. Andreas Andersson comes in the middle, and Pavel Srnicek is confirmed for Shay Given. But the big news here for Newcastle United is Alan Shearer is on the bench. Will we see him tonight? You'll have to stay up because we've got the entire game coming up for you, and it's live! Liverpool kick us off, left to right. Newcastle United have won the toss, so therefore Liverpool will attack the Kop first. Also means Newcastle United will attack the end, the corner to my left, where the away fans are. Such pressure on both managers at the moment, particularly for Kenny Dalglish, whose Newcastle United side still haven't really recovered from Europe. Here's Berger. Looks clear in the end. Here's Anderson, Barnes, Batty. Hoping to see a sort of game in which can reignite either side's championship challenge. Newcastle United, of course, famously been beaten 4-3 the last two visits here to Anfield. This is Pistone. The Italians cross. And it was Steve McManaman that got it away. Here's Rob Lee. Batty, Thomason, Anderson again, Stoney, Murphy is across, but Stoney gets the freedom of Liverpool. Batty, thought he was going to have a shot. Barnes may. Oh! Yes, Barnes will! What a phenomenal goal! John Barnes thought about the effort and has called an absolute wonder strike in. And runs over to the Newcastle United travelling fans. What a delightful goal that is. Laid up here, the 1-2 were from Kedspire. He almost seemed to use Steve McManaman as a shield to disguise the effort. And David James, despite throwing himself as much as he could over to his right, could get nowhere near this. That's as good as we've seen from Barnes. And Newcastle United with the lead. Goal itself coming very early on. Newcastle United with the lead. 7th minute of the match. An absolutely wonderful goal. One which is Perhaps taking the collective air a little bit out of the faithful here into Anfield. Danny Murphy sticking the ball back. That was sport the heavens. The rain has arrived. Bitterly cold evening. After the cold spell that we've had and all the FA Cup third round games that were postponed, Liverpool were bitterly disappointed with their performance, getting beaten comfortably here by Coventry City. They do have a League Cup semi-final to come in a couple of weeks' time. Liverpool know the goal is still the FA Carling Premiership, and it is still eluding them as we speak. Berger. Barden will get there and does get there. It's Batty. Tamuri Kitspire, the Georgian. He did impress facing England in the World Cup qualifiers. Barnes. What a goal that was. Thomason. Ince caught him. And a booking is out here. Referee Paul Durking brandishing the yellow card to Paul Ince. Thomason's touch away. It was a tackle from behind. That's why, even though Ince did get the ball. So Barnes, 25 yards out, 13th minute. Is it unlucky? Yeah, it is for Barnes. If it deflects off the wall. Here's Ince. Fowler. Murphy. Now it's a chance for Fowler to get into a bit of space. Dabizas is across, so is Pistone. Ince, Murphy. What a fine ball that is to Bjornaby. Can he provide a quality cross? Barton is across for Newcastle. McManaman free on the edge of the area. Jones. Ince. And in the end, it's all filtered away into nothing. There was still some impressive play. The effort was deflected, so there will be a corner. Danny Murphy to take the corner. Two players short have been well marked. Murphy's corner is cut out there by Dabizas. Ince. Stoney gets to the way, then there's Getspire. Jones. Bjornaby. Brilliant tackle there by Rob Lee. Thomason. Lee again to Ketspire. Newcastle United look really comfortable on the ball this evening so far. They look good value for their leads. Here's Pistone. Nearly found a wonderful pass through to Thomason. It was good defending in the end by Kramer. Here he is now, Norwegian, who will go to the World Cup with his teammate Stig Bjornesi. As he feels with John Dale Thomason of Newcastle United. Danes have got a very tricky group. Offside there on Fowler. It's one of the easier decisions there. The linesman will make. Atmosphere is first class this evening. McManaman, not seen a lot of him so far. Harkness into Ince, now McManaman. Better, Berger. McManaman again, Bjornaby. This is the best Liverpool move of the match. Headed away by Howie. Oh! And Danny Murphy just went for it. And why not? Really cracked that Murphy, but it was wildly off target. It was good intent and that was good play from Liverpool. That's more which they need. Thomason. Looking to find Barnes! Oh, very nearly did. Newcastle United's away fans applauding the awareness by John Dale Thomason to try and play in John Barnes. Liverpool go forward again. It's down this left flank where they've looked most likely to find a goal. Barton into Dabizas. And Newcastle United bring it away. Not afraid to go backwards, and that's not a criticism. Newcastle United, they're prepared to keep possession, and football possession is 9/10 of the law. And halfway through the first half, maybe more frustration for Liverpool, but it is Newcastle United that lead through John Barnes' wonder strike in the 7th minute. That lovely ball over the top to Thomason again. Anderson has the legs on Jones. Bastoni's offering support. Here he is now. Crosses into the area. The volley comes in, and Thomason's effort shoots over the bar. Newcastle United show again that they can also offer a threat on the counter-attack. It was a good cross, and Thomason, well, it was ambitious. It was not, however, rubbish. Good attempt. The weather is absolutely... well, it's cats and dogs, really. That's what's heading to the ground right now. But the Anfield pitch is coping very well. Ince. Oh, what a ball that is. Oh, what a ball that nearly was. And applauded there by Robbie Fowler for Paul Ince for the vision. Liverpool do have Karl-Heinz Riedler and Michael Owen on the bench. Must be noted here this evening. Looking to rotate their sides with the weekend's Premiership fixtures in mind. There's Bjornaby. Harkness. Here's Babb. Jones. Control again. Murphy. Jones again. Needs to be a good cross. In the end, it's a really clever little pass. And when the cross does come in, it is out for a corner. Blocked by Anderson. Half an hour gone, a third of the match. Danny Murphy to take the corner for Liverpool. Ince is short. So is Jones. Jones with a very poor cross. One has to be honest with that one. Anderson marshalled by Murphy. And again, Newcastle United happy to keep possession, happy to frustrate those baying fans in the Kop behind them. Manimum, Berger. Manimum again. Sliding in there was Batty. Here's Kramer. Murphy. McManaman. Fantastic pass that was. Bjornaby here. Up against Barton. Ince for Liverpool. There is Ince again. Berger. Berger again. Ince again. Now it's Murphy. And it was well read, the pass that was aiming towards. No surprises, Robbie Fowler. Jones into Murphy. Here's Fowler now. And he was caught. Frustrations there. Which you can understand, really, to be fair. And Steve Howie was certainly late. It is a foul and a free kick for Liverpool. Robbie Fowler wants it. Cernacek is poised. 5 in the wall for Newcastle United. And it's a comfortable save in the end from Cernacek. Good effort by Fowler, but didn't quite have the pace really to worry Pavel Cernacek. In here for Shay Given. Howie's long ball looking for Thomason. Babb winning the header. Liverpool coming forward again. Certainly some intent to their play now. Batty and McManaman just colliding with one another. Not anything hugely to worry about, though. Jones. Murphy. And that was well scouted there by Bjornaby. Here's McManaman. 5 minutes to go till half-time. An excellent goal if you did miss it. It was very early in the match. 7 minutes gone by Barnes. Fowler. Well, he's trying to respond. Well, all Liverpool's efforts have been from a long way outside of the box. To be fair, so was the goal. And it was a brilliant strike from John Barnes. Curling perfectly right past David James. Newcastle United pushing forward. Here's Getspire. Barnes. Batty. Got space here. Thinks about the shot, you wonder. No. Back to Barnes. Oh, it's come to Thomason. It really is anyone's. Ince gets there. Anderson keeps it alive. And Murphy was late. There's a foul. On this occasion, the referee keeps his cards in his pocket. This was Anderson in the moment here trying to go for it. Murphy was late to try and play advantage. Now it is Robley, John Barnes and Pistone. It is going to be Barnes! Oh! He nearly did it again. Wonderful free kick off the underside of the bar, and it is cleared out. Newcastle United should be 2 up. Getspire. Claimed by James. Might just be the best perhaps we've seen of Liverpool. The best we've seen, I should say, of Newcastle United this season. Perhaps since they beat Barcelona. Manaman was caught. Berger thought about it quickly, but got the shout to wait. It was 4. It was Getspire who collided with McManaman. Ince with a free kick, a minute into time added on at the first half. Good header away by Anderson. It's Kramer. Jones. Murphy. Ince. You feel that once this attack breaks down, this will be the end of the first half. Here is Bjornaby. Brilliant tackle by Warren Barton. And that is an excellent way to end a brilliant half of football by Newcastle United, who have been fantastic. Deservedly in the lead, but for the bar, they could be 2 ahead. It was a half which Newcastle United certainly claimed to have the better of it. An outstanding goal is the difference. The halfway mark in this one is Liverpool 0, Newcastle United 1, and we will be right back with half-time analysis. Welcome back here to Football Special. It's Liverpool 0, Newcastle United 1. Phenomenal goal from John Barnes. We'll show you that very shortly. But Trevor, you've been watching the game. I want to know from your point of view, how do you see tonight? Well, I actually think in the basis of it, I think Newcastle United look really comfortable. I've been disappointed with Liverpool again. I think they've been poor. I think they've really lacked ability to take the game. I think, you know, Fowler and Berger for me hasn't worked, and I think that needs to change. But it's just been terribly disappointing to watch. Let's take a look at the highlights there of this first half, and I suppose we're going to have to start with a goal, really, because it was pretty special. Well, yeah, look at this Barnes, a little flick from Getspire, and yeah, Trevor Tyler called it spot on. He definitely does use Steve McManaman as a bit of a block to guide the curling effort, but to get that sort of power and whip, yeah, the technique in that is just fantastic, and Barnes has just got so much of it. It's just a brilliant, brilliant goal, that one, right inside the net, no chance, David James. And Ince booked. Got to be careful he is. He looks rather one of the most frustrated figures. And it's been the Barnes show, and so often it's been for Barnes in red, but it's Barnes in Newcastle United shirt tonight, which is causing all the problems. Liverpool are having their moments, but they're all coming from distance, aren't they? Yeah, they're not really able to worry the goalkeeper here tonight, and I think sometimes when you look at what Newcastle United have got, they seem to be able to do a little more worrying, so to speak. And Fowler, one of the problems he's got is he's marked out of the game. There he is having a shot 25 yards from goal. It's not a specialty. You know, Cernacek has got that marshalled all the way, but it really isn't the case. And you feel Batty could have done more here. Well, personally thought he was going to shoot, but, you know, Thomason again, well blocked out of the game. It's just one of those frustrations. Now, this Barnes free kick, if that had been in, is it all over? Possibly. I mean, it's an excellent free kick. Off the bar, it's James well beaten. It's really unlucky, really, and it's just how it goes. Well, half-time, Newcastle United, they lead 1-0 here at Anfield. It's all for Liverpool to do in the second half, and we'll find out what happens right after this. Welcome back here. Can confirm a change that is made for Liverpool. Patrick Berger is off and Karl-Heinz Riedler, Euro 96 winner for Germany, is on to join Robbie Fowler. So an instant change being made there was Murphy, who was late. He's been late before. And the cards remain in the pocket there of Paul Durkin. Murphy complains, but on this occasion here, I've seen yellow cards given for that, you know. Certainly got away with that, in my opinion. Warren Barton's is over this. Lee is forward. It is towards Lee. It takes a deflection and it just flies wide. It's gone out for a corner. Barnes has got the corner here for Newcastle United. How many minutes is he taking his time for Liverpool? Oh, Katzmeier! It landed at his feet. The Georgian suddenly saw the freedom of Liverpool, and David James has made a really, really good stop. Had no time to react. Still Newcastle United putting the pressure on. Oh, it's got towards David Batty. And it has flown over. Lee again with a good free kick. Batty rose really well. Credit here to Kramer, just putting him off at the vital moment. Well, it has been an unbelievable game thus far. Newcastle United have had their chances, but as the game wears on, you wonder yourself, will the Newcastle United route not having to take their chances? And Liverpool find a bit more. Fowler, that's a better ball. Bjornaby, Karl-Heinz Riedler wants it. Oh, he nearly got it. Right over his head. More direct, more precise from Liverpool. The cross was a good one. It wasn't a great one. Riedler wasn't far away. And for every time that Newcastle United haven't finished this game off, Liverpool might feel they're back in this. Here is David Batty. Rob Lee, acres of space. Ince is going to come across, but he's got to be careful because he's on a yellow card. It's the only booking thus far in the match, it's worth pointing out. Jones. Here is Ince. If you want to be instant control, Manamam. Does manage to win possession back after momentarily losing it. Fowler, Riedler. Good work defensively from Newcastle United. They've not been able to clear it away. Jones. And easy for Cernacek. There's more worries here. Anderson. Lee. Batty. McManaman. Barnes. He was caught there by Bab. Oh, it was Ince even. Goodness me. 10 minutes gone in the first half. It's a second bookable offence for Paul Ince. He's off. It's a red card. And it's gone from bad to worse. My instinct was this was Phil Babb that made the challenge. No, it was Ince who clipped Barnes. It looks deliberate. Ince will disagree, but he's off for an early bath. The captain is off, and now John Barnes, tormenting his former sides. Strikes the wall. Lee hits it again, and in the end, it rolls out. This was the first effort by Barnes. Then it's back to Lee. Takes, I think, a deflection there off Steve McManaman. Yep, it did. John Barnes' corner again. It's a game he's having against his former club. Warren Barton for Newcastle United. Anderson. Teasing cross, but James does well to go to the near post and meet it. So what did Liverpool do? Down to 10 men. A goal down. Lucky not to be more than that, truth be told. What can Liverpool do? Murphy will have one less midfielder to look for. That is nearly a great ball to Bjornaby, and it's the sort of efforts really that may be required. An hour into the match. The final third, the final act of this one. I don't think we're going to get the 4-3 classic unless the next 30 minutes is the most mesmeric half of football you've ever seen. Liverpool are in trouble. Barnes has played brilliantly today. Lee. Bjornaby gets it away. Barton will pick it up. Gets Spire into Batty. Lee. Good block by McManaman. Here's Pistone. Batty. Oh, he's done well. Barnes. Just a whisker away from David James's post. And a change is being made. Fowler is coming off. Owen is on. Liverpool have completely changed their front lineup in this one. So Liverpool will have some pace. It's the man who is effectively worshipped here by the cop. His match is over after an hour. Young Michael Owen is on. So both those half-time changes I told you about has taken place today. Just occasionally the commentary team does get it right here. Here is Barnes, who is having an unbelievable return to Anfield. Lee also having a fine match thus far. Good ball to Barton. Ket Spire is offering support. Here he is now. Early ball in, flick away. And Owen was caught there by Batty. Here's Harkness. Liverpool really haven't created anything meaningful to the point in which Pavel Srnicek has been hugely tested. Up in those opening moments where he did make a couple of really good stops. Since the goal here by Newcastle, we've not seen any real quality from Liverpool in the final third. Riedler has got all the space in the world and Bjornaby didn't see him. He sees him now. This is Riedler. Into the channel for Riedler again. It's a good looking cross. Stoney and Dabazas making sure that got away. Here's Kitspire. Barnes. McManaman coming back. Riedler. McManaman. Murphy into Babb. Who's got the armband since Barnes has been sent off. Bjornaby into McManaman. Gets away from Kitspire. Bjornaby just behind him. Gets it back under control. Teasing ball in. Headed away by Howie. It's down to Murphy. Wanted to go for the effort on goal. And it has been hooked clear. Barnes to Barton. Newcastle United comfortable in possession. They're a goal up. They're a man up. Looking to avenge those 4 threes that they have lost to in the last 2 years. Bjornaby, that's a teasing cross. Pavel Srnicek read it well. Jones and Owen were the furthest player forwards in a red shirt. Here's Lee. Relying on the pace of Thomason. Kramer is across. And it is hooked clear. Stoney's throw. Lee. Batty. Babb's header away. Anderson keeps it alive to Stoney. James shouted for it. Everyone in a red shirt allowed him to make his attempt. McManaman. Riedler. Owen. Jones. Needs an option down that wing. He's isolated. That's better. Here's McManaman. Danny Murphy. Bjornaby. Great first touch. Oh, Murphy's got room. Didn't realise he had as much room as he did. Thomason gets away from Kramer. Here's Lee. Batty. What a pass that is. John Dale Thomason. And in the end it comes to nothing. The danger is there on the counter-attack. 9 minutes left of a game Liverpool have trailed since the 7th minute. Here's Harkness. Murphy. Jones. Owen. Murphy again. He's asked too much there of Rob Jones. It's a goal kick. Doesn't look like Alan Shearer will feature today. I've seen him warm up, but I've not seen him get limbered to the point of wanting to kick off. I think Kenny Dalglish looks to be waiting perhaps for maybe this Saturday's game to have him make his return after the injury in that pre-season tournament at Goodison Park. Stoney to Lee. Good work there by Babb. McManaman. Can Liverpool find something? Reminder, they're down to 10 men. Paul Ince has been sent off. That happened in the 55th minute of the match. They've played the last half an hour with a man down. Since the 7th minute, they've been a goal down. Testing times for the side beaten at home here by Coventry in the FA Cup. More good defensive work away. McManaman wasn't fouled. Barnes was dispossessed robustly by Kramer. Complains? No need to. This is Jones. This is Murphy. It's all or nothing time now for Liverpool. They are going to get a point out of this match. More good defending. It's been a feature of Newcastle United's game today. Here's Thomason. Barnes. Oh, this is lovely. This is Kitspire now. Barnes again. Oh, he's found the room for Maurice Kitspire. Harkness gets the block in. We are entering the 90th minute and time added on. Pressure now. I imagine there could be no more than a minute, maybe 2 at the most. Liverpool just got to go forwards. Here's Owen. He's been marked out of the game. Got to be honest here. This is Murphy. Owen. Jones. McManaman is on the edge of the area. Jones sees him. Now this is Steve McManaman. That's it. What a performance this has been by Newcastle United. They have come here to Anfield, and John Barnes on his return as a return to remember. A wonder striker's won it. Newcastle United deserved winners. In truth, after the red card, it looked as if this was going to be a comfortable occasion, and indeed it turned out to be just that. Newcastle United will feel very pleased with this. They have won by 1-0. Well, what a game of football that was. You know the drill. 0891 111101. Give us your man of the match. We want your views. What a game that was, really. And what a performance and result for Newcastle United. Coming up after the break, we've got all the reaction as Newcastle United upset the apple cart and win here tonight at Anfield. Well, that really was a surprising result. You wouldn't have thought Newcastle United would do so, but they've come to Goodison Park and won. They've come to Anfield and won. They're enjoying their trips to Merseyside. And they were really well set up. Kenny Dalglish here, we know he knows this club inside out. He knows some of these players pretty well. But he just got his Newcastle United side spot on. They just did everything they needed to. Tactically, he's got this one better than Roy Evans. I think some of the Newcastle players looked a little more motivated. I think Liverpool looked frustrated, but truth, once they were down to 10 men, I think Newcastle United controlled the game quite fantastically. Well, let's have a look at some of those moments in the match. Starting off with this corner, which was very nearly in, and that's a really good save by David James. Yeah, when it drops to Kitsby, he doesn't have a lot of time to react, but to just try and hit it and get it on target, which is the best he can do. I think from set pieces tonight, it was very much a case that Newcastle United were a threat all of the game, and then the moment that turned it was this Ince trip, deliberately said by the referee, and that was it. Paul Ince was sadly down for an early bath, and the midfield was a little bit short, and despite everything, really, you know, this effort from Robley, Liverpool really struggled, I think, since that, and you know they were hoping to get something from the match. It just wasn't to be, was it? No, and I can understand the frustration of what's happened here today, but the truth be told, you know, it sort of is what it is. Well, who did you vote for man of the match? No surprise about it. John Barnes was the overall winner today. What a game he had. A return here to Anfield, as he is an opposition player. He's responded here to Newcastle United's dad's army, as some people have said, rather cruelly, have turned things around. So in terms of how it stands at the moment in the FA Carling Premiership here tonight, bottom of the table, well, despite Everton and Barnsley both winning, and Sheffield Wednesday draw, Bolton stay above the relegation point. Southampton and Coventry's win also bolster them. And when you look at the top of it, really, it was a very good week for everyone in the bottom of the Premiership for how they performed. Top of the Premiership, Manchester United are still top despite their defeat, but with Liverpool and Chelsea also losing and Arsenal gaining only a point, United still have a gap. Blackburn Rovers lost the chance to close up the gap, and did Liverpool beaten here today, but Newcastle United, the big winners, they've gone up to 6th after that win. Put it when it has been said. Next football here you can see for us, we've got the FA Cup replay, Port Vale versus Arsenal from Vale Park. Live and exclusive coverage of that one. That could be a massive match between those two sides. Port Vale have obviously held Arsenal 0-0 at Highbury. Could they produce the cup upset of a lifetime? The First Division side, you can find out very soon. So there we go. Trevor, final word from yourself really on tonight. Good win Newcastle, bad performance Liverpool? I have to say, really, I think even with 11 on 11, I think Newcastle United were the better. Down to 10, it's one of the easiest wins they have, and truth be told, they probably should have won by more. Well, for Liverpool, it's perhaps an opportunity of that challenge for that championship is slipping away again. The inconsistent form just starting to get in the way. Newcastle United, well, they've climbed back up, but the big winners was everyone else that didn't win at the top of the table. But that's the FA Carling Premiership. That's just how brilliant it is. From all of us, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching here this match on Trevor Sports. If you've liked it, please don't be afraid to like, share and subscribe to the channel. And if you do fancy it, head on over to Ko-fi. The link is in the description. Buy me a coffee for all the hard work. Further than that, make sure you enjoy more games coming up.